So welcome back to another vlog, and it has been a while since the last vlog, and that's because there's been nothing really exciting going on. Just the same old, and I don't like to come into vlogs and just talk about nothing. I like to talk about something, and so I thought I'd make it up today and do a full art episode. Yeah, I've never done that. I can't do this on the regular channel. Nobody would ever watch it. It would just be one of those dead videos, but I thought for Patreon, this could be a kind of a fun style of video. So as a lot of you know, I got back into art probably around 3-ish months ago now. I went on vacation and I had this moment and I said, I've got to get back into art. It's been so many years, nearly 17 years. Really, that's crazy. And so I kind of gave a big explanation that I used to, be a big artist. Then I stopped and just did video work. And I kind of got like obsessed with video for the last 17 years. That's kind of where I've been at. And I kind of put art to the side where no more. So I went out and got a lot of art supplies and I started. And how's that been going? Pretty good. I must admit, when I first started, I was very rusty. And I knew it'd take me a lot of time to get back into it. But the one thing that I decided to do, which was one of the smartest things I ever used to do, I've done to do with getting back into art, is I started to do life drawing again. And it's so funny whenever I mention life drawing, people are like, what, you draw naked people? Oh my God, it's like a huge big deal to them. When I was in Vancouver Film School, I drew, naked models every single day for an entire year for 3 hours a day. That was how we started our day. That's what we did. So I was very used to it. And I must admit, when you first draw a naked person, you're like, oh my God, this person's naked and it's weird. It's like, oh my God. You have that reaction, but you lose that really quick when you're all of a sudden you realize you're like, I got to draw this person. I got to draw them. And it's funny, when I do the drawings, I really, leave all the genitalia out pretty much, I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in the line work. And so the one thing I realized in Vancouver Film School, doing life drawing, was how much it helped my art. I mean, I leveled up in film school, like in an incredible way. And I was like, oh my God, there's something to be said about life drawing. So I started looking in. I'm like, is there life drawing around me? I don't know. I find out 10 minutes down the road, every Thursday, there's life drawing. And I've been going every single Thursday. I filled up an entire art book here on naked models, and it's been incredibly great for my art. I mean, it's so good for your hand-eye coordination to be looking at something or somebody, and then you're recreating them on the page. And you have a limited amount of time. So they do a lot of 1-minute poses, then 2-minute poses, then 10-minute poses, then, half an hour poses. So it's very, very good. And so when I started, it was like very rough style of things. Should I even show any of this? Maybe I'll just show kind of a little bit here. This is not a big deal. Just to kind of show you, this is all like 1 minute each. So you got 1 minute to draw the person. So I'll just take my time and just bang out as many as I possibly can. And then what else we got here? Let's try to see if there's anything worthwhile for pose-wise. Yeah, like things like this. This is how you learn to draw. This is the best way to draw. I recommend this for anybody out there who is doing art and they want to get better. Do life drawing. Just do tons and tons of life drawing. You can't get enough of this, and it improves you so much. You won't even believe it. Like, look, this is what I just sit there and I'll draw the same pose over and over and over. And I use inside structure there. That's another big tip I give for anybody who's really kind of getting into art. Like, look at this. It's just, I draw and draw and draw and draw and draw. And it's very, very handy to kind of put this kind of level of design in. Yeah, look at some more there. Just to give you an idea. So what I'm really realistically doing is getting poses. And I'm drawing these extremely fast. As I say, some of these are 1 minute each. And you get some really tough poses, but very, very handy. Like, look at this. This is like a 5-minute pose. And it's really good for proportion and all that. And so that is a good warm-up into art. So you start getting your hand-eye coordination really good. So I started to really improve over the last 3 months. It's gotten really good. And then I'm like, okay, I think, that's kind of like the practice. Now I'm ready to do the work that I want to do. And so what I wanted to do, I don't have names for this stuff, but I have a somewhat name. I call it phase 1 of my art. It's like phase 1, getting back into art. No, doing a series of drawings of like favorite video game characters or favorite scenes or recreations of scenes and stuff like that. And that's what I wanted to do. So I was like trying to figure out how I'm going to do this. I am a big hand-drawn person. I can do digital artwork easily. I think maybe some of my Transformer stuff. I like doing that, but I really like the hand-drawing stuff. I like sketching something out and coloring it myself and having a physical thing of it. It feels good. I really enjoy that. So I've been experimenting with a lot of different mediums, a lot of different pens and things like that, and I ended up, and I'm going to show you my little small collection here. These are the markers I use. They're called Copic markers. They're Japanese manga artist pens, and they are absolutely fantastic, and they're absolutely super stupidly expensive. But these pens are some of the best pens I have ever used to color things in my life. And I get them at a local kind of art store near me. And there's a kind of a deal. So if you get like 3, you get like 50% off the next one. And also, there's also another thing that you get like 40% off the next purchase. So I kind of been going in there and getting a few pens here and there and adding them up. But this is it. This is all I need to do the artwork that I need now. I have every single pen, and through this, there's hundreds of combinations because you can color from one pen to the next, over top. And okay, so the pens are one thing. And what a lot of people don't know, and they make the mistake, is that they will get some great pens like this, and they will get some kind of like, even the sketch pad here. They'll start coloring and drawing on this and coloring with this. That's the worst thing in the world to do. These kind of sketch pads and multimedia pads are really good for like pencil drawings and stuff like that. They're great for that. Even a bit of watercolor and stuff like that. But if you want to do really good stuff, you got to get the really good paper. And even I had to look into it. And this is the paper that I use. It's $20 for 20 sheets. And so I'm very careful when I decide. I'm like, okay. I was superly nervous. I couldn't draw at first because I'm like, I don't want to make a mistake. And this paper's so expensive, right? So it's cardboard. But what's great about this cardboard is I can color and then color over that color and color over that color. And color. I can probably go over it like about 40 times and it won't go gross or rub off or anything like that. It all stays on the page and it doesn't smudge. It's great. It's great stuff. So great paper. Highly recommend this. And I'm going to show you the results. I'm going to show you some of the work that I've done. Nobody has seen this stuff. I put a couple of pictures on Instagram, but nobody has seen this stuff. And I'm thinking what I might do with it. What I might do with some of these drawings is that, as I say, they're like phase 1. I think it might be like 4 of these I've done. I'm going to put them, I may put them on eBay. I'm not sure yet. I'm not 100%. And see if anybody's interested in them and advertise them on the show. I don't know. But maybe people might enjoy, because I'm so passionate about video games, that I take that passion and I put it into a bit of art. And I don't do this all the time. This is not, I'm just a full-time artist. I'm certainly not. I'm a full-time video guy and then, part-time artist if I can be, when I can afford to be. But I really enjoy it. So let's start off with some stuff. I'll show you, let's see here. I'll show you the first one here. So I was like, I want to do something from Phantasy Star 2. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to take the main character of Rolf and I'm going to do him. So this is my version of Rolf here. This is my take on him. And this is the first time using these markers pretty much. And so I sketched him out and he's very different than the original character. Obviously, the armor's the same. All of the colors will be the same because I gotta make him look like the character. But his face and all that's really my kind of character design. I know you haven't seen a lot of my work. I haven't shown you guys a lot of my work, but that's very much me. That's very much my style. So that was the very first one I did, and I was really happy how that turned out. And I was just getting used to the pens and all that. And I'll just mention something. You see some of the white over top, some of the white in here. I use another pen here. It's from Japan, and it's kind of like a whiteout pen, and you can kind of draw and just do stuff like that. So yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. So that's the first drawing I did from Phantasy Star. What else have we got in here? This is something I'm going to show, and something I can kind of explain. This is nothing that I'm like thinking this is great or anything like that. Not at all. And as soon as I show it to you, you're going to think of a couple of things. And I'm going to explain that it's not those things and where this comes from. So I'm going to show this, and you're going to think, oh, wait, this is from Chappie, or this is from like, Elysium or something like that. A Neil Blomkamp film. It's not. And I gotta say that the designs for Chappie and all that come from like a Valkyrie fighter in a lot of ways, a Patlabor, and from Appleseed, Breyerus, yeah, that character from there. So back in when I was probably around in 1999, I kind of designed this character. And look at that. It looks exactly like Chappie. But Chappie didn't exist back then. And this is just me using the pens for the first time. I just wanted to kind of screw around and see what I could do. But this is kind of like a little android. And what it was for me is there was a little kid. And he was like the caretaker of the kid, and he could turn into a motorcycle. This is not the motorcycle version. I know I did a motorcycle version back in 1999. This is not that. This is just me kind of getting back into my old style. And this is original. This is just me drawing right straight from nothing into whatever. So I'm just having a bit of fun here, and it's funny. I'm scared to show this online because people will be like, "Oh, it's Chappie." It's like, no, folks. I got influenced by Patlabor and Appleseed, same as where Neil Blomkamp got influence from or whatever. So I just wanted to show that guy there. Okay, what else we got in here? This is kind of interesting. I'm going to show you some my sketch work, and then okay. So here it is. This is a sketch I did for Ys. This is Ys floating above the continent there. And this is just kind of a rough idea I had. So I was like, okay, I want to draw an Ys picture. And I kind of want it to be kind of like a painting, kind of. I'm going to try to use these markers in a way that I've never used these markers before, but I want to see if I can paint with them. So that's the initial sketch. And I want you to see this because I'm going to show you the finished drawing here. And here is when I sat down to do the Ys drawing, and I just sat one afternoon and just kind of tried to do this and make it like a watercolor style of thing. And I was very, very happy how it turned out, and I really I love how I can just kind of get closer there, but just to kind of sketch Ys there, and I was like, oh man, I'm having fun. I'm having a great amount of fun, and it really kind of means a lot to me drawing some of these symbolic scenes. So that turned out rather well. I'm happy with that. Okay. I don't think there's a sketch for this one. So I know some of you know, and some of you don't know, is that I'm a big fan of the video game The Ninja Warriors. And then there was a Super Nintendo version, Super Famicom version of The Ninja Warriors. And then there's a new version of The Ninja Warriors coming out with co-op and stuff like that. And so I got kind of influenced, and I was like, I want to draw my own Ninja Warriors. So that's this. This is the Ninja Warriors here. I beat myself up as soon as I did this. I was like, oh, I really like this, but I'm like, I need to do some more body shots. So I think in the future, now that I've been doing the life drawing, I feel very confident drawing full body shots. So I could do the ninjas. I kind of looked at this and I was like, oh, I'd love them more posing and stuff like that. But I really like this. This is me experimenting. Again, a lot of these drawings and a lot of these things are me in my initial experimentation with colors again. And just kind of getting back to the old days of drawing, and I thought this turned out really good. It's really interesting on the red ninja there, the red ninja robot in the front. Just kind of mixing in the blue and the pinks with the reds. That turned out quite well. I'm happy with that. Okay, what else we got? Oh, this is one I really like. So I'm going to show you first of all. This is the initial sketch I did, and what this is about is that I thought what I really liked is. That's I want to do a Metroid drawing, and I thought, wouldn't it be cool if Samus's helmet was, was in a cave somewhere and it was like ripped off, and there was like a little Metroid sitting on top of it, like it had conquered it or something, and some underground alien cave. And so my initial thing, I thought, do I do a side view on the helmet? And I was like, no. And then like the top one, I was like, yeah, I kind of like that. So just so you can see, this is this, and I'm going to show you the finished version here. And I'm really happy with this. Quite happy with that. That turned out beautifully. Isn't that? I'm not saying it, but I'm really happy with this. I was a little nervous when I started on it. And then I'm like, oh my God, this is really, the colors came together. And I didn't want to use a lot of blacks. I wanted to use just real bright, vibrant colors. And I thought these turned out really amazing. Really, really amazing. And super thrilled about that one. That's really good. And if I ever sell these in the future, I'll definitely throw in the sketches and stuff like that. And I'm going to scan them first, just so I have copies of them in that regard. And then I'm sitting up late last night. Kim goes to bed, and I was like, I really would like to do a Fire Emblem picture. And I'm like, what am I going to do for Fire Emblem? I'm like, my favorite character from Fire Emblem, Edelgard. I sat last night and I just drew her out. And obviously, I've got to look at the actual model. But the original model drawing that I used, which was the Nintendo drawing, was a side view. It's pretty much the characters on the side. And I was like, I'll draw it out my way. And then it's so weird. Every time I start drawing, it just becomes my own. It becomes my own version of that character. And if you compared my character to the actual character, my character has more yellow hair and just the eyes and just the overall character just changes a little bit. The way I've done the eyes is different, yeah. But I'm really thrilled with how that turned out, and very, very fun. And I gotta say, I'm having a good time with all this art stuff. It's just so much fun, and I'm playing around right now with a Link's Awakening picture. And the deal is there's so many of this iconic picture of him on a piece of driftwood from a boat coming towards the island, and the eggs on the top of it. But I thought, wouldn't it be cool if I do that scene, but I do it all at night? And so I did a little color thing of what I would like the colors to be, and I want some lightning in there, and just the reflection of the moon on the water, and so that's something that I'm starting to sketch up now. And oh, here's something I haven't even finished. This is an Optimus Prime I'm working on. I've stopped working on him. I started doing this about a month ago because I don't know if I want to make him all battle worn. So this is in pencil mode still. I haven't added ink to it. So when I add ink, I could really make it really decrepit and old and, rusty and all that. I kind of like that idea. Or I could make him really pristine, like his Cybertron days, when he was, on top of the world or whatever. So I'm not sure what I want to do, and that's why I haven't progressed, because I really like the pose. I really like what I've gone here, but I don't know how far to go with that. So, yeah, anyways, I just wanted to share some of my artwork, because this is some of the stuff I've been doing behind the scenes, and I've been having a great amount of fun, and it's very fulfilling. I mean, what art does for me, and I was telling this to Kim the other day, is that no amount of alcohol, or, I don't do drugs, or, eating bad food or anything like that, overindulging in anything, terrible, does anything for me this way. Like, this is so fulfilling. I mean, it makes me feel so good. It's unbelievable. It's like so very zen when I'm doing it. I love listening to video game music, and I'm just sitting there, and I'm just in my happy place. And I can't describe what's going on in my mind. It's just this beautiful creativity. And I tell you, art is kind of scary. I'm going to go back to this drawing again. This was a very scary drawing because I was kind of going in, and you imagine what the colors are going to be, and then you start doing it and you're like, is this going to work out? And then you put so much work into it. And it's like, I think art is like something you have to kind of go for it and take a risk. And then you'll reap the rewards, or sometimes you won't. I've done a picture up here, and it just didn't turn out, and I wasn't happy with it, and I ain't showing it. I'm funny that way. If I don't like one of my pieces of art I do, nobody ain't seeing it. It's terrible. So sometimes you gamble and you win, and sometimes you gamble and you lose. But the more and more you keep on doing it, the better at it you get. A lot of people will say, you know, oh, art's one of those things you're either born with or you don't have. And I don't believe that. I believe if you just have a little bit of a passion for it and you draw every single day, you will get better at it. You'll be amazing at it. You'll be surprised how far you'll come. I mean, if somebody was to say to me, like, how do I get better art? I'd say this. Get 500 pieces of paper and draw on every single piece of paper every day. Every day, draw on a piece of paper. Every single day. Every day. And draw a lot. Just draw. Whatever it is you feel like drawing. And when you get to the 500th piece of paper at the bottom, you'll be way better than the first. It's guaranteed. So, it's like anything. If you work at it and you have a passion and you want to be good at it, you'll get better at it. For sure, I have so many years of experience, so that's why I can jump back in. And you'll be like, what? You did that after 17 years? It's like an old muscle I haven't used for a while. And I used to draw every day. I know everybody sees me as the guy in video who talks about video games, but I was the guy sitting at this desk for years drawing. This used to be my old house, in my old parents' house in the basement, and I always used to draw on it. So that's why this is very zen to me. I know it sounds so stupid. That's why I really like this table. I'm not getting rid of this table. There's been so much creativity here, and so it feels really good. And so, yeah, anyways, I've been having a really good time getting back into it and reliving my old days of drawing and getting that back. And it's too bad I gave it up when I was about 28-ish. 28 to 30 is kind of when I really stopped. I've often storyboarded over the years, but to get back into it now, I'm thrilled at. And to do the coloring again, these pens are expensive. They're stupid. But god damn it, the results that they are creating has really, really been making me super happy. And this is only the beginning. I've got years to go of doing art and stuff like that, and there's more Phantasy Star drawings I want to do. There's so many little iconic scenes from video games that I'm like, yeah, I want to recreate that. And here's the thing, because I'm doing the practice now, I'm getting ready to do some even better works, and I'll keep on getting better. And I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes in the future for sure. So I just wanted to come in and do a vlog and talk about some of the art and some of the things I've been doing in this time. So anyways, guys, until next vlog.